The ancient walls of the Sistine Chapel held their breath as cardinals from every nation gathered to choose the next pope. The world waited for white smoke, but inside humanity quietly shone through. Amidst the solemnity, Cardinal Luis Antonio Tagle reached into his pocket and found a piece of candy. He offered it to Cardinal Robert Prevost, a simple gesture, a moment of camaraderie. In that extraordinary place, it was a taste of the ordinary. This was not a political move, just a human connection. Tagle later shared this memory, revealing the real human side of the conclave. Even in the most sacred halls, basic kindness endures. The candy didn't change the outcome, but it painted a picture of brotherhood. The gesture became a symbol of humility and fellowship. It reminded us that before the monumental decision there was simple kindness. It was a sweet prelude to history. White smoke rose. Habemus Papam. Cardinal Robert Prevost was now Pope Leo XIV. A wave of emotion swept through St. Peter's Square and across the world. Inside, the new pope accepted his immense responsibility. Cardinal Tagle watched, feeling not fear but holy fear, a deep reverence for the divine at work. He saw the hand of God in the election and the weight now on Pope Leo's shoulders. For Tagle, this was about faith and service, not politics. He spoke of the new pope's humility and quiet strength. Tagle saw a shepherd ready to lead with compassion and wisdom. His words were not just praise, but a heartfelt acknowledgement of character. Tagle's own journey has always been marked by humility. He viewed the papacy as a cross of service, not a throne of power. His holy fear became a prayer for Pope Leo, for the Church, for guidance. Tagle's reflections revealed a heart that understood the cost of leadership. His faith trusted in God's plan for his people. This sincerity resonated with many who heard his account. In Tagle's humility, the Church found hope for the future. The moment was sacred, and the spirit of service shone through. News of Pope Leo XIV's election swept across the Philippines. For millions of Filipino Catholics, it was a moment of pride and hope. Cardinal Tagle's role in the Vatican and his sharing of the candy story made the event feel personal. Church bells rang, prayers of thanksgiving rose, and a sense of renewal filled the air. President Marcos extended congratulations, reflecting the nation's deep Catholic faith. Filipinos felt connected to the global church and its new leader. Tagle's respect for Pope Leo inspired trust and unity among the faithful. Social media buzzed with messages of support and joy. Families gathered to pray for the new pope, embracing this new chapter. The pride was not just national, but spiritual, a pride in faith and tradition. Tagle's insights brought Rome closer to home. His holy fear and admiration for the new pope guided the people's reception. The event strengthened the collective faith of Filipinos. The Church provided an anchor in times of change. The election was a symbol of continuity and hope. Filipino devotion found new expression and vigor. A new chapter began, embraced with open hearts. Faith, ever vibrant, united the nation in celebration. Cardinal Tagle shared his reflections on the conclave and the candy moment, hoping to offer a human, spiritual perspective. But in the world of social media, nuance was quickly lost. What began as a simple story soon became fodder for speculation. Headlines twisted his words, hinting at hidden meanings and secret signals. Was the candy a sign? Was his holy fear a warning? Rumors spread rapidly. Tagle's genuine emotions were sensationalized, far from his original intent. Some posts suggested secret tensions or disapproval, opposite of what he expressed. The digital grapevine amplified and distorted the story. The unbelievable truths were, in reality, misinterpretations or fabrications. Tagle had spoken of respect, humility, and awe, not scandal. The speed of social media outpaced careful analysis. This highlighted the need for critical thinking online. Tagle's reflections were those of a pastor, not a whistleblower. The candy was an anecdote of warmth, his holy fear, an expression of reverence. These were not clues to conspiracy, but windows into a faithful heart. The online misrepresentations reminded us how easily genuine sentiments can be misunderstood. In the end, the real story was one of faith, not intrigue. The online rumors needed addressing. Cardinal Tagle's words were personal, not secret revelations. The candy offered to Cardinal Prevost was a simple gesture, not a coded message. His holy fear was religious awe, not a sign of scandal. These were sincere reflections from a man of faith, not hints at conspiracy. The conclave's privacy ensures discernment, not secrecy for its own sake. Its rituals are ancient and public in their outcome. The Vatican, while complex, is not as opaque as some imagine. The election of a pope is a public event rooted in spiritual and pastoral reasons. Tagle spoke as an individual cardinal, not as an official Vatican spokesperson. His words were pastoral, not doctrinal. Twisting them into something sinister is a misunderstanding. The Church's openness is seen in its rituals and public announcements. Tagle's sharing adds a human dimension, not a hidden agenda. The focus should be on authentic sharing, not baseless theories. These stories enrich our understanding of faith and leadership. Let's value the real over the sensational. Since his election, Pope Leo XIV has led with humility. He chose the name Leo, echoing strong pontiffs, but his style is simple and pastoral. He speaks of the Church as a field hospital, emphasizing healing and dialogue. His actions show a shepherd ready to serve, not seek power. Pope Leo connects with ordinary people, choosing simpler vestments and transport. He wants the Church to walk with humanity, not stand apart. This resonates with Tagle's description of a humble servant. The new pope quickly turned to global peace, urging justice and reconciliation. His missionary background in Peru gives him a unique perspective. He advocates for the vulnerable and the environment, rooted in deep concern. His leadership is already having a global impact, offering hope and unity. Catholics and non-Catholics alike are taking note. Pope Leo builds bridges, not walls, emphasizing mercy and outreach. His leadership is about walking together in faith and service. Humility and mission define his approach, inspiring people worldwide. In a divided world, his example calls for unity and compassion. Pope Leo XIV's election resonated worldwide. Catholic communities from every continent welcomed their new shepherd. The global flock is diverse, yet united by faith and allegiance to the See of Peter. The new pope symbolizes this unity, succeeding St. Peter. Multicultural devotion emerged everywhere. Special masses, prayers, and celebrations. In Latin America, his missionary years inspired special joy. In North America, pride and anticipation grew. In Africa and Asia, hope flourished. His calls for peace and care for the marginalized transcend boundaries. His humble pastoral approach fosters unity and approachability. In a divided world, his voice inspires collaboration and understanding. The Pope's message encourages the faithful to live out love, forgiveness, and service. The laity's faith is the Church's foundation, and Pope Leo empowers them. His leadership aims to inspire every member to build a world reflecting God's love. The interplay between shepherd and flock strengthens the Church. Unity and diversity is the Church's greatest strength. Cardinal Tagle's reflections teach us to seek genuine truth, not sensationalism. His story of Candy and Holy Fear was a glimpse into the human side of a sacred event. Twisting it into scandal misses the point and disrespects his sincerity. Faith is about meaning, purpose, and connection, not hype or conspiracy. Tagle's insights offered a rare, honest window into the Church. Filipino devotion after Pope Leo's election was genuine and inspiring. These authentic expressions of faith matter most. Media sensationalism can distort and distract from real spiritual messages. We must be discerning, seeking reliable sources and resisting rumors. The essence of faith is substance, not scandal, humility, service, love, and truth. Pope Leo's leadership and Tagle's reflections point to these values. The Filipino people embody them. These are the stories that inspire and uplift. That is the unbelievable truth worth seeking. Please subscribe to our channel History Documentary Hub for more insightful videos and intriguing content.